Well, hello everyone. I welcome you to another Let's Play Two Worlds 2 on the PC. We're about to head towards the next quest, and we just picked up a horse. Well, I didn't pick up a horse, the horse picked me up, but let's see if we can find our next location. This X is pointing to sort of the Thieves' Passage past the gate. We won't be following that quest. So let's find the quest that I do want. And it's in Bayan, Starvation, bring back food. So if I double click, it centers me on the quest. And if I right click, I'll get a flag that I can follow. So we have quite a distance east we have to travel. And since we're on the horse, we've got, it's not really that hard to do. So we can just run right on past stuff that's trying to attack me if I can find the turn. Now, each time I click the right mouse button, it prompts him to move forward. And if you look to the left center of the screen, there's the yellow bar graph, is how much I prompted him to run. And the faster I click, the more I'll prompt him. And the faster he runs, whoop, come on, and spaces jump. Now, you'll notice there, I don't know if you noticed, I'll do it again.
Just me?
If you prompt him to run really fast, the bar graph turns red. Once it's red, if you click again to get him to run even faster, he'll buck you off the horse and you end up on your butt. So you want to basically keep it red, and every time it turns yellow, you prompt him again until it turns red again. And there's no negative effect of running him at top speed like this that I could notice, except if you're not paying attention. If you're not paying attention and you click once too often, he'll buck you off. Okay, so I stopped here, and it looks like we've picked up actually a bad character to pick up. These things are evil. As you can see, they're very hard to... Probably the best solution is to just outrun him on the horse. I just wanted to show you this house, but it may not be the best of ideas. So I'm going to turn off fire arrow because it's not zooming in properly for me. And we'll just keep up this. Yeah, it's pretty slow to do it this way, especially at my skill level. But this will also be worth quite a lot of experience points for me. If I don't die. Which I did. But, as luck would have it, I happened to notice we got an autosave just seconds ago. He still managed to... Yes, I know I'm wounded. So I think I might actually get back on the horse and just flee. So you can hear me double tapping the mouse there. That's how you get him to sprint. You don't really need to double tap, I just find it more decisive when you do. So sometimes if you just hit the right mouse button, he decides he doesn't want to sprint. And I've just learned that if you double click like that, it pretty much always works. So you can see, if you've only got one guy you're trying to fight, you know, even if it's way over your level.
What do we have here?
As luck would have it, he runs quite slowly, so I did fairly well. Now, the real reason I stopped the horse was not for the ant. Was for this. Just so I got close enough to this teleport. Now we have more than one. So we've got the Bayan teleport, and we also have one right here. And that is showing me where my horse is. The horseshoe is wherever your horse is. And while we're here, let's pop around, take a look in this house, see if there's anything worth looting. Sometimes there is, the occasional chest or something. Doesn't look like it in this case. I was wondering how they got that card up there. Okay, back on the horse. Come on, there we go. I believe we want to go this way. So some cheetahs off to the left there. Whoops, jumped early. There you go. I think I clicked a couple of times. There's a few places where he'll actually buck you off. Basically, if you try to be ignorant, he's gonna boot you. I found he also does that if you run him into walls for too long or anything like that.
I didn't warn you.
Or if he gets too hurt from enemies, is probably the worst way to get bucked off, because now you have these enemies that are attacking you. And you suddenly find yourself without a horse. He never runs away though, so that's good. And it's worthwhile sort of memorizing various locations as you go. Because for the experience, you'll want to come back and fight some of this stuff. And something that looked like baboon poop. Yes, the baboons throw their poop at you. Sure enough. But they have the same problem you do with people working perpendicular to...
That's rich.
They have no better chance of hitting you if you're moving sideways than you have of hitting them. So, and while we're here, this field actually has a lot of components, as I recall. What we got here, another baboon.
Bet you're glad you met me.
So let's head into town now that we're here and talk to this guy about getting some food for the other town. Now here's another teleport, and a good practice I found is if you are going to dismount your horse, dismount it near a teleport. That way you don't have to walk for miles to try and find it. And here's the guy we need to talk to.
Seeing a brave fighter like yourself always brings joy to my heart. The name's Alton. What can I help you with?
Alima sent me to secure a trade agreement with you. The people of Bayan are dying of starvation, and Alima believes that her people can't hope to survive much longer without your help.
Trade? Money means nothing in this savannah. I've told them this. It is why they find themselves hungry.
They find themselves hungry because more fortunate neighbors would rather see them starve.
Watch your tongue, boy. Bayan isn't the only village with hungry people. The drought has affected us all. But Halhin is my responsibility, and I am not Alma's keeper.
Maybe hunger's made them blind. What's your excuse? Are the rest of your people as cruel? What do they have to say about this?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah,
Questioning
I'd have to agree.
my decisions. You've never lived a day under my leadership, but you act as if you do better.
I would.
Arrogance. idealism, all the traits of an untested leader. Surely you've heard of the Rustler's Run. A worldly man like yourself surely knows of the Rustler's Run.
Enlighten me.
The people of the savannah have bred horses for centuries. The Rustler's Run is our oldest tradition. A race between villages, between neighbors. The winner of this race is given the opportunity to replace the village leadership if they so choose.
Progressive.
I ran the trail nearly a decade ago, becoming the leader. No one has beaten my record, because no one has attempted to. I feel it speaks volumes about respect, appreciation. But if this is what you believe, here is your opportunity. Complete the initiation, compete for my title.
If this is what it takes.
Then take this scroll, decipher its contents. It leads to a symbol that can only be found by a skilled rider. Write the correct symbol on the back of this page, and you will be allowed to compete.
Actually, it contains the path to a symbol that can be found by anybody on foot that happens to walk a well-marked path. But that being said, what I may do, actually, rather than immediately taking this quest on, is head back to Bayen and the surrounding area and get a few levels by hunting stuff like this, like the baboons and stuff, just to level up a little bit. But let's take a look at what he gave me. He gave me a scroll. Just gonna take the question marks off these books. Somewhere in here, I'm sure he gave me a scroll. I thought he gave me a scroll. I know he gave... There it is. A drawing of an initiation ceremony. So really quite fairly pointless, you know, S-shaped path. But really what that does, more than anything, is it shows us where it starts on the map. So we can ride our horse down here and then follow the S, find the symbol, and proceed from there. Which we will do, but as I said, I'm going to do some exploring in the next video. But for now, I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening. I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I'll read it all. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, or give me the thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, folks, and cheers!